Okay, I want to introduce this Ha Giang Loop video by saying that it's not the full video. The Ha Giang Loop is 3 days long. Well, the one that we did anyway. You can do 3, 4, or 5 days. The first day got destroyed. It was my own fault. I was rather irresponsible with the footage. I decided to really take my time with the editing and storage of the footage. I thought that I'd put all of the footage on my computer. Turns out that wasn't the case. I only put day 2 and 3 on my computer. In between me figuring that out, I left my memory card in the side of my laptop and put it in my bag. And obviously I'd been pretty rough with my bag at some point, and I'd snapped off the memory card in the memory card adapter. The memory card was destroyed, irreparable, according to a couple of different experts that I had a conversation with. So unfortunately, the first day of the Ha Giang Loop is lost. But that's okay. The second and third day, I think were just as good or even better. The first day is actually very similar to the second and third day, although on the third day we'd get some rain. So the video footage is, the footage that I have is a lot more brief, and I basically got less of it. But yeah, look, I hope you enjoy the second and third day. Basically at the end of the first day, Viv and I ended up going out way too late. We went looking for a party. So basically the very first part of this video is me telling you about the first night that we're on the Ha Giang Loop and the adventure we got up to on that day. And yeah, we were, well, at least I was particularly hungover, but I stayed strong, got through the second day, and well, ultimately the third rainy day as well. So hope you enjoy it, and shout out to my #1 fan on YouTube, Shazza from Health Compare. Enjoy it. Oh, okay. Welcome to day 2. Day 2 has begun, and I am very hungover. I'm gonna be okay though, I think. My brother here is gonna keep me alive. Mr. Sunti himself. The guy that doesn't say much, he just keeps me safe. The last night got a little bit out of hand. We stayed out way past our bedtime. Those Vietnamese sure do like their local magic water, that's for sure. It's just a constant flow of shots after shots after shots. So, a bit of a rundown of what actually happened. So, I don't know if I actually caught the audio of how all this came about. We were basically, walking the streets looking for somewhere to, socialize. And we ended up stumbling across, it seemed like someone's lounge room, so we just decided to go in stupidly. I don't know why we did that, but we walked in and there were some people having some dinner out the backyard, and as soon as they saw us, they welcomed us in without even knowing who we were. And it was just like a bunch of, maybe 6 Vietnamese friends. I'll actually show this view, it's actually pretty nice. 6 Vietnamese friends sitting down having dinner and drinking. They were all very drunk by the time we got there. I think it may have been 10 o'clock by the time we got there. And they gave us drinks and food and more drinks, and we went to the underground disco tech that they had in there that had no one in it except him and his friends, unbelievably drunk. We had basically an open bar. He would
get his bartender to make us whatever we wanted, Jaeger bombs, Red Bulls, whatever. We got a little silly, considering we had to get up by 8 o'clock this morning to go on this tour, but we made it. And I think that the fact that, you know, I'm distracted by how amazing this place is really going to help, you know. So we ended up getting to bed at about, I don't know, 1 o'clock, something like that, and you know, up at about 7. So I had a shower, got all our shit together, and now we are back at it for day 2 on the Ha Giang Loop. Have a look at that view. That is a hangover cure itself. Wow. Holy shit. We are very close to the edge of this cliff thing, and I'm holding on with one arm, but it is an unbelievable sight. Holy crap, that is like a cornfield on the side of a mountain. Got some construction workers going on here. I don't know what they're doing, what they're mining for or whatnot. Maybe making some more field. I don't know. But yeah, so basically the plan is today we're going to have a fairly similar day to yesterday. However, there is a waterfall at the end of the day. So that'll be a bit different from yesterday. So that guy, I don't know if you picked up in the video, but that guy wanted us to stay the night at his hotel. He was going to give us a free room for the night. He gave us a bit of a tour of the room. He also told me he had 17 bathrooms and he wanted to show them to me. So I just said, hey man, well look, just show me your top 10. All right, just show me your top 10 and get this over and done with. He was a lovely guy. It was the owner of the hostel, or the owner of the hotel, that was kind of very welcoming and wanting us to show. And look, they got progressively better. And the last room, look, that was a bit of a pit stop. Going back the other way now, apparently. Yeah, so he wanted to show me these 17 different toilets. So I just said, hey bro, just show me your top 10. So he showed me his top 10, and the last one was actually in his sister's room. So I ended up going through his sister's room. She was sitting on the bed with like a face mask on, like a facial mask on. She was startled to see me, but you know, fairly welcoming enough, surprisingly welcoming, like everyone here in Vietnam. And then, yeah, the toilet was unbelievable. Walked back out into her bedroom, and then back into the party. And yeah, that's where we went, kind of downstairs. He said we could put on whatever music we wanted. And we had a little bit of a dance party down there, and you know, they didn't really want us to leave because they wanted us to, you know, continue drinking and partying with them. We're like, dude, we gotta continue on this bike ride tomorrow. So we are now on the bike ride. So woke up, not feeling that great this morning, but I had some food, had a coffee, and back on the bike, and now ready to go. So yeah, let's get it. We have stopped and we are walking up a hill. I'm assuming this is for the view. Well, let's hope so. The view is pretty nice from up here anyway, but So damn green. Whew. Wow. Damn.
Have you also take a photo from the spot? Will I take, yes, will I take photo? I will help you. Anh nữa.
Oh, first coffee shop stop, and this is the view. How about that? That is ridiculous. No coffee for me though this morning. I feel not able to take in that caffeine content. Wow, it's like a castle over here. Look at this. Whoa. Holy crap. Jesus, the views are just getting more ridiculous with every single one. Look at that. Look at the color of that river. Or like, what is that? I don't know what it is. It doesn't look like it's moving overly fast. But that is a green. Everything's green out here, even the water. But like in a really nice way. It doesn't look like horrible coloured green murky water. It looks like pristine green, majestic green. I don't know, a really nice green. Damn. This guy Mr. Hammer, he knows what's up. Okay, we've reached another lookout point. Look at this place. Boom.
Over here, everyone. Over here. Hey guys, over here.
Look at that view. That is a ridiculous view. It doesn't even look real. It actually looks like something from like a painting, but the things that make it look real is there's boats down here and they're moving. But that color, that watercolor is just ridiculous. Definitely suits its surroundings, that's for sure. And then you've got like people like living down here. What a place. What a place. Probably not too much to do, but you know. Here we are now. We're now much closer to the Green River, the great infamous Green River, and we're about to go on a boat, so it should be pretty awesome.
Ở đây thì em sẽ có 5 cái.
Okay, so we have reached the Green River. It's not a very fast-moving river. It's very pleasantly slow. Actually, the color of the water is a lot less green when you're on it. But actually, on the camera, it does look as green as from above. Let's say we're going to be on here for the next like 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. Take a bit of a cruise up the river with some music in the background. So I'm going to have to cut that music out because that is a very well-known Pitbull song. God damn it. Wow. Look at that view. That is absolutely ridiculous. Wow. I couldn't think of anything better than sitting here on a Friday afternoon with the view like this on water this color, listening to Pitbull. It's Pitbull and Jennifer Lopez. My God, it is, I tell you what, it is hot and sweaty out here, but it is beautiful. Oh. Back in action. We just had some lunch. The lunch was exceptional as usual. Had a bit of a chat to a few other people that we aren't on the tour with, but they're currently doing the same tour just in a different direction. So it's kind of caught up with them, had a bit of chat about, you know, because we've basically done things that they haven't and vice versa. So we just kind of asked them what things were like, and you know, we basically told them how good everything we've done is, so they've got a lot to look forward to as well. So been so good. That ride along the that river, like in between the canyon, was unbelievable. So nice, as you would have seen from the footage there. Right now we're driving through a little town that we had the lunch at, obviously with my big bro, keeps me safe and warm. Actually cold, it's like an air conditioner on these. It's actually perfect because it's actually quite really hot outside. You definitely need your sunscreen, and it's like an air conditioner on these bikes. You know, you really don't have to worry about being too hot on the bikes because of that, which is great. So we're gonna head off now. We've got the waterfall in about 2.5 hours. So for now we're gonna head off, and it's getting a little cloudy, but the clouds aren't looking too bad at this stage. So we'll keep going. I'm sure there's gonna be some more really picturesque stops along the way, no doubt, as it normally is. The stops just keep getting better and better, and from what I heard, you stop like every 90 minutes, but it's a stop every, I would say, anywhere between 10 minutes to 30 minutes you stop. So you know, you never have to worry about needing to go to the toilet, or you know, feeling hungry or thirsty or anything like that, because you're stopping frequently, but still getting a lot done and seeing even more. So let's keep going. Okay, we have reached another pit stop. Look at this place. Oh my God. Unbelievable. This is like only a couple of minutes after the last place we stopped. It just keeps getting crazier and crazier. That's just so nuts. And there's like people living down there. There's like houses and stuff. I don't know what they're doing, but wow, it's crazy. Nuts. So you just got like a platform you can jump across. That. Damn. Oh, I don't even know what I'm looking at, but it's glorious. Yeah, really nice, eh? Oh, we got some people coming the other way on their motorbikes. Alright, we're here for another like 10-15 minutes, and then we're on our way again. But look at that. I'm gonna sit down here, right there, and have some probably like something to drink. Just like constant water, because you're just sweating like non-stop. Let's go. This is a very common thing here in Vietnam, to smoke a big old tobacco bomb. Huh? Do I want some? No. I don't think I can smoke. I think I can smoke tobacco bombs. Look at him go. Oh yeah, the good stuff. Nice. Your turn next? Your turn next?
Yes.
Your turn? Yeah.
After that, he can't ride. Can't ride.
Yeah. It's
He will go to sleep.
tobacco. It's really strong, isn't it?
Just so strong.
Just ripping tobacco bongs. Oh wow. Oh yeah. Sweet. Images here. Cute. Alright, where it stopped, maybe stop, I don't know, maybe like stop 10. A lot of stops around the road. Have a look at this. Boom. Yes. Beautiful. It's like a little cafe here. You can order yourself a coffee, do a tobacco bong, or a Pepsi like me, and take in the view. Oh my god, it's just ridiculous, absolutely fucking ridiculous. Yeah, where it stopped. Oh, thanks man, thank you. Oh my god. Whoa. Alright, just another stop here. There's a lot more people here actually. A lot more people here. This is the stop just before the waterfall. So we've got 20 minutes here and then we are heading to the waterfall.
That's like you drive that in your like. Yeah. It has any video.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, definitely
Doesn't even look real.
England, but environment.
Oh, this is just another epic stop. Look at this, it's actually scary as fuck. Look at that. There's nothing stopping you from falling off that edge into the abyss. Oh shit. Oh my god. Just straight over the edge, you are dead. Holy shit. Worth the view though. Worth the potential danger. That is for sure. You've got a little bit of just a bar here, like nothing underneath it. It's quite short, but it's enough. It's enough. Kids shouldn't be up here anyway, to be honest. Whoa. This is so sick. Ah, wish I had a drone here. This drone footage would be fucking ridiculous. Wow, that's so sick. This is one of the best stops, I reckon, that we've had. Like, surprising. Looks really cool with those like rice field, like the texture, I suppose, of the rice fields over there. It looks so sick. And the color of that water. All those I don't know if you can see, but all those dragonflies flying around. Whoa, so sick. Okay, we are on the way to the waterfall, which is about a 20-minute drive from here. So the plan today is the following. We go to the waterfall, where I'm most likely going to take a nap. I'm pretty tired after today. We've had a big day of activity after activity, after view after view after activity. On, you know, probably 3 hours of sleep. So basically, I've asked the tour guide if there's a nice place for me to have a bit of a nap underneath some shade, whilst a waterfall's in the foreground or the background or wherever. I don't really care. And then we go to the hostel for the evening, make ourselves at home, get comfortable, and then we have dinner. And then, so it was just me about last night and a bunch of other people that we met. Alita, her sister, was not out last night. She was out till probably 9 or 10 o'clock, got a good night's sleep, so she's in the complete opposite mood to us. So she's egging us on to go out tonight, so she ended up finding some people at the last stop that were staying in a hostel, and there's some type of hostel party there. So after dinner, we are naturally going to be going to the hostel party, where there'll be like games and all that type of stuff. Oh, so look, I'm in Vietnam. The last couple of days I'm with the two girls. So I thought, you know what, I probably should, you know, make the most of it. So I will have a nap, I'll have some food. Oh my God. I'll have a nap, I'll have some food, and I'll be back at it again. Let's see what tonight brings. I don't know if I'm going to have any food tonight, but I will have day 3 coming up pretty soon. Yeah, here it is in all its glory, the waterfall. It is a waterfall, a small one. It's like a watering hole. Whoa, we make our way up. Whoa. Yo. Hi, down here? Yeah, right here. Alright, so we're going to go down here. Probably get a good view from down here actually of the waterfall, rather than going up there. Whew. Okay, this is where I take a nap. Somewhere along here. This is where I take a nice little nap. Actually, right there is perfect. I'm going to go right there. With just a little bit of the waterfall here. Boom. Got the music going. It's actually a really good vibe here. Check this out. Boom, boom, boom. The music's pumping. Got all sorts here. You got like backpackers, you got like tourists, bit of everything. Oh, look at that. Look at that in the background. That doesn't even look real far out. Oh, it's absolutely vibing here.
My heart goes
guys, I found exactly where I'm napping. Just down there near the entrance. There's like a nice rock there. If I got away. Oh, that is a vibe there, I tell you what. This one's really nice. People drinking beers, getting in the water. Pretty awesome. It is day 3 of the Ha Giang Loop. 3rd and final day. We've just left this little, it's like a village surrounded by rice fields. The accommodation was quite nice. Not as nice the first night, but still the accommodation was still very, very nice. Nice air-conditioned room, really nice breakfast as usual. Like a noodle type dish, kind of like a ramen style 2-minute noodle type situation. So we are in our group here. We are headed presumably to through the mountains again. We got a good amount of sleep last night. We had dinner. All they were serving at dinner was beer and wine. Sorry, beer and cider. So there wasn't much in the way of spirits, which is kind of my drink of choice. It was a Friday night, so we decided to venture out. It was karaoke. If you love karaoke, you would love this little town here. Every bar that we went to was basically backpackers singing karaoke the entire night. So we basically went on the lookout for a bar that did not have drunken tourists singing horrible songs, and we actually found one, and it happened to have a bunch of people that we met the night before in there as well, so they were kind of, I'm assuming, after a similar thing. So we had like a few drinks there. I think we're out till maybe like 1 o'clock, which is probably too late considering we have to, you know, be up and ready by 8:30 for breakfast, and you know, feeling okay. So I'm actually feeling better than I did yesterday, that's for sure. Yesterday was about 3 hours sleep, so feeling very sleep deprived at the moment. Oh my god, that is very graphic meat, which makes sense. Feeling very sleep deprived at the moment. We are, this is, as I said, the 3rd and final day of the Ha Giang Loop. So we are going to go to a little town called Ninh Binh as of tonight. We're going to take about a 6 or 7 hour bus, like a sleeper bus, into Ninh Binh, which is it's like a nice little town, pretty chill. Basically want to stay away from, you know, alcohol consumption, because we're all kind of feeling it. Last night we were all absolutely dead. So what are we doing? Oh, I think we're gonna walk. So this is what happens on these bikes. You're literally on the bike for like a couple of minutes and then you're off doing something, which is really cool. Sometimes the breaks are actually, you know, in this case it's 3 minutes. 3 minutes and we're breaking. I think it may be because there's too much traffic. What's going on? There's too much traffic.
Yeah, he said to walk around for a couple of minutes or meet us on the other side of the bridge.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll get off. That was a quick little ride into town. So they've asked us to get out and walk, and lucky it's a really nice walk. Look at these pools over here. Like that's some solid accommodation through here. It's like some type of Sunday market happening with a pretty solid traffic jam. Just gonna walk through here. We've picked an interesting day to come through here. It's a Saturday morning. People selling all types of shoes and fruits and veggies. They're like the. Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, I reckon just beep more and they'll get out of the way.
Yeah,
Just keep
totally.
beeping.
Beeping works every time. Every time.
It's like missing a few more beats.
Yeah. It's guys, seriously. How are we supposed to move? You guys aren't beeping. We got the like the traditional ethnic clothing through here.
That's incredible. How are they actually ever going to get across?
And we go.
Oh my god, it's even worse over there.
Maybe go through. Maybe go around. Yeah, we go around. We're sweet.
Just go around the chaos. And it seems kind of dangerous, but we were.
Yeah.
Dangerous to be in.
Yeah.
Look at all this fucking free real estate.
What the
here.
fuck is everyone doing? If no one else comes this way, we're going to be having to wait for them anyway.
No, this is impossible. No wonder cars are turning back.
It is. These roads aren't really meant for like trucks and fucking.
Okay?
These roads aren't really meant for like big trucks and cars and stuff.
A two-way traffic lane with markets on either side and motorbikes.
Yeah.
Like what they were trying to do. You see that? It's like one going that way, one going this way. That's impossible. He like ran over the guy's little moisturizer stall.
Yeah, there's two. So there's basically a bit of a traffic jam here. It's like a tiny road which must be like 3 meters wide, and there's traffic coming either way. So we've got a bit of a midtown old school traffic jam happening right now. Great for business though. Great for business. Yeah, you got to stop and shop. What else is there to do?
Around for some, who knows, man? Some like sights.
You know what? I reckon I could find socks here. That's for sure. Yeah. Okay, the traffic jam has subsided now, so we are now going to go meet our drivers. Again, it's an absolutely massive market, like with a lot of like traditional clothing here. Basically, all the local ethnic groups coming together, selling market stuff, basically toys, food, clothing. And it's a thing. Saturday market. All right, let's get on the bike and let's go. All right, let's get on the bike again and go. We are in the last 10 kilometers of the loop. It's been an absolute epic 3 days full of really nice food, amazing views, waterfalls, boat rides, you name it. We've kind of come out of the mountainside now and riding on just a straight road. So we're getting to the very last bit of this, and the very last part of my battery as well. I got about 4% battery left on this thing. It's actually lasted the whole time without me having to recharge it, the camera. So it's actually timed that absolutely perfectly. For anyone that's thinking about doing this, that's watching, I'd 100% recommend doing it. I was just having a chat to the girls then, and we would recommend doing, the 4 or 5 day one if you can. The first couple of days were quite sunny and quite exhausting because of the heat. But today we got rain, we got clouds, and it's a really pleasant temperature outside. It's probably like 25 degrees with no sun. So it's been really, really pleasant, and I could definitely do another couple of days of this, even if, we didn't have the even if we had sun, So I've had a bit of we've had a bit of everything, and so it is customary here to tip your driver because he takes very, very good care of you, making sure that you know, you're driven where you need to get as safely as possible. I've only ever ridden on one of these things, little moped scooter things, you know, a handful of times. So, you know, having 3 days straight on this, I was a bit apprehensive about being on the back of these, but you feel like, yeah, pretty much 100% safe. There's a few areas there were a bit rocky or whatnot, but you know, you're going to get that. So 99% of the time I felt, you know, 100% safe. Now I'm just kind of riding along with, you know, not even holding on, which, you know, is saying a bit, considering how tightly I was holding on last time, or considering how tightly I was holding on the very first few hours that I was on these little motorbikes. So yeah, we're going to tip the driver. It's customary, I think, to tip like $100,000 a day, which is about $5 US. So I'll probably maybe do the 500,000 just because I'm such a nice guy, you know. So I'll be heading back to. Oh no, I'm heading to Ninh Bình, which is about a town around about 6 hours from where we get dropped off here in Ha Giang. So we're going to take a sleeper bus at about 6 o'clock tonight until about 12 o'clock. We're going to get an actual good sleep tonight, which is good for the first time in a long while, and then see what Ninh Bình has to offer. It's going to be our last 2 days with the girls, so that'll be a bit sad to see them go, but you know, everything has to come to an end. And then I'll be heading to Hanoi, and then from Hanoi to Bali for about 10 days, and then I'll head up to, I might actually come back. I'm thinking about actually coming back to Vietnam at some point over the next couple of weeks, because I've got 90 days of visa to enjoy that I extended the other day. So for now, we'll leave it at that, and we will see you in the next one.